Have you guys ever experimented with coconut sugar, brown sugar,
We have.
alternative sweeteners?
Mostly we've experimented. Cynthia Ardino Beans at Dandelion did a bunch of sort of like small batches to taste what different things taste like. And the reality is, because we're single origin and we focus so heavily on the beans themselves, all of these things basically contribute so much flavor to it
Took away.
that like you're just not getting the nuances of the beans.
That's why we don't do it in craft chocolate.
Yeah.
And this also ties into 70% dark chocolate bars.
Yes.
Is 30% additional sugar really balances out the cocoa bean.
Absolutely.
It adds, it takes away the bitterness that might be in there to the point where you can really taste the nuances in the cacao.
Yep. I agree. And like that's why like 70% is sort of my favorite. 85%, like we also make 85% bars. 85% is good. The challenge is sometimes the flavors are so intense that you end up like not being able to taste them as much. Carson, who is recording us right now, has called my voice spiky. And
No more than 20 minutes ago.
very recently, but he's not wrong. And because my voice sort of like hits the outside limits of the recording device, it's the same thing with cocoa in your mouth.
I gotta say,
right?
that's a great analogy. Have you guys ever played with alternative sweeteners?
Oh yeah, we do.
Tell me about it.
Well, so coconut palm sugar.
That's a good one to start with.
Coconut
because
palm sugar
that's
is a really
kind of a common thing that people want to add to chocolate.
It is a common thing.
It does take away from the flavor, or
It takes away from the flavor.
depending on how you want to
And
look at it.
here's the tricky part. Almost everybody who hears coconut palm sugar thinks, "Oh, it's got a low glycemic index."
They do think of that.
I've tried to find this evidence of the low glycemic index, and as far as I could tell, all of the evidence pointed back to a single study done by I believe it was the Malaysian Coconut Palm Sugar Institute.
Oh, that's a good one to put it out, too.
On like 8 people that was not peer reviewed. I hate to say it, but I think what happens is people really want sugar, but want to feel good about the sugar. And so as soon as you hear low glycemic index, you're like, that sugar is better for me. I'll use it. But like, I don't know that the science out there actually backs it up. Again, I haven't found any science that backs it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not say like a single study done on a handful of people that's not peer reviewed is science, right? I would say that is anecdotal information.
So,
you know,
on a semi-related note, we experimented with coconut sugar and found that it added a lot of moisture.
yeah, it adds a ton of moisture. Absolutely.
And it made it very difficult for us to temper our chocolate.
Really viscous. Yep.
Not only did it alter the flavor, but we no longer could temper as easily, and we have additional issues being in the tropics. So
Oh yeah, you do.